offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing quickly, this is caught by Kirk. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Now Lawrence to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. They'll run it. This is James Robinson. 7 yards there and a first down.
It was certainly a tumultuous second season for James Robinson through no fault of his own. But through all the noise, he just kept producing. Went over 760 yards and actually scored 1 more touchdown than he did as a rookie.
Back to Robinson now on first down. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lawrence. That's out wide here for Robinson. Call it a gain of a yard, and that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot. A lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. Lawrence to Jones for the Jacksonville first down. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game. Like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. But he's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing.
Touchdown! Evan Ingram, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Washington. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 48 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the 22, Lawrence flushed out right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
He'd been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league. Has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play because, as we all know, sometimes less is more. And throwing away is preferable to making the big mistake.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wentz now to throw. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Oluokun. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Lawrence will throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. There he goes left side. 30. Past the 20.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. On first down, Lawrence. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the first down in the process. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
All defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And able to find Kirk complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 29-yard line. Here's Lawrence. And one more time, here's Kirk. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
And to throw again is Lawrence. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Checks this one down to Robinson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there. Myers' kick is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Throwing now is Wentz.
He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it's second down. Now Wentz.
Out route, and it's complete to Brown.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Josh Allen charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside linebacker position. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Wentz and the Commanders staring down a 3rd and long now after that sack. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Buying time to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Finds his tight end, Ingram. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. Now Lawrence. And this is incomplete.
His back is like a safety valve. Games are not blocking when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect. Some poor results in their game.
An incomplete pass on that last play. That means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Lawrence. This one is incomplete.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3 and out.
And Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. That's taken at around the 40. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance. Looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Oluwakin. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. James Robinson, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 21-17. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on third down. Wentz. Got his target, Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. A final shot before half for Wentz. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up the 3rd and 10. And they struggled to get it rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's going to continue here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. Finding room at midfield.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 45-yard line. They'll flip this quickly out to Beasley.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
ETN up the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Play number 7 in this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now Lawrence to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and that will keep this a 4-point game. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
They'll run with Gibson. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Wentz now on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Lawrence's throw here pulled in by Beasley. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
I know they don't like to hear it when they get to a certain age, but then you have to start to use your skills, your wiles, right? Your mind to beat guys to the football, and getting your toes tapped in bounds definitely qualifies as that, doesn't it?
The veteran showing he still has the agility. Throwing again, 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they don't plaster to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jonathan Allen, the former 1st-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. Defensively, they were all over that. When he decided to keep it, there were a lot of eyes just darted on him.
I wonder if he followed the progressions properly there. I think maybe he really wanted to run with the football. Turned out not to be the correct decision.
Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Fielded at the 33. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Now on 2nd and 13, Wentz taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
This pass hauled in by Dotson.
And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And it hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. He'll get this to about the 38. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the...
Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. Wentz now to throw. Over the middle, open is Thomas.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
He was brought down by Foyesade Oluwakin.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Once more, Gibson.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10.
They'll run with Gibson.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
You will too.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Gibson. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run with Gibson.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Jags grab it. And he's into the clear. He's at the 50. The 30. 10. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we could make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the wall.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has the better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Myers' kick is good, and that'll bring him back within a point.
So that gets him a little closer as he converts there, but you have to think back to the field goal he missed earlier.
Right now, that's the difference between leading and trailing. So at this moment, he's reciting that kicker's prayer that we know so well. Just give me one more shot before this one's said and done.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. It doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Now Wentz on third down.
Out left to Dotson.
And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up fourth down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
He'll get this to about the 38.
That time the right guard sending him backwards.
There's so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Slings this deep for McLaurin. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on third and very long. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Foyesade Oluwakin.
Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. And this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1-score game.
Again, it'll be Robinson.
It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere, put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Back to throw, Lawrence. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5.
And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown.
Brandon, we spent time with this team before the game, and there was never any indication that they did not like their kicker.
Well, it shows right now that they didn't like their kicker. Why didn't they just put it through the goalpost and take the lead?
That is going to be the question that has to be answered. I don't know about you, but I'm skipping my flight. I'm going to the post-game press conference to find out what they were thinking.
Instead of playing conservative, they go through the air, and what a stunning turn of events. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
I'm ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Lawrence. He's going to let it fly. That's caught at the 25. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Throwing now, Lawrence. He'll connect on the out route with Ingram. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Here's Lawrence. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll start with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. He'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost him.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. If he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The city always a little extra excitement for week 1.